Welcome back. Now to do some arrangement or just to organize my interface, right? I can just decide to move this window here, move this window here, right? And then I'll have a very big window all to myself. If I would want to change the view, I can just click here and then I'll divide the windows into two, and then I can now put my bash terminal and my immediate window also down here. Right, for now I don't need this readme, so I'll close it, but I'll still have it there. So but what you can see is that the bash moves up there. All right, and I have another immediate window which I don't think I need it for now, so I'll close one of it, right, and then I'll move this one here. Great, I can close this window and I have one big window for myself. So this is where we are going to do our Linux operations. So here what we are going to do in this session is to check, right? Now we'll check the OS version, that's the OS installed on our EC2 instance, and we'll also check if the web server is accessible, right? So for the first one, to check the OS version, we can do cat, and then we'll do the cat into the OS version configuration file, or the directory that it has the version configuration file. So I enter and it will bring out or it will give me the OS version result. So this is the Linux version installed on our EC2 instance, which is mostly like a Red Hat 7, right? The next thing is to now check the web server, right? So we are coming to install a web application, and this is a dynamic website, right? So we have a database, we have a web server to host it, and we also have a PHP utility. Okay, so it's if anybody that has worked on a web application or a website project before, especially when you are starting it from your local PC, you need a software called XAMPP, right? What XAMPP does is it gives you the opportunity to install a web server, a database server, and also the PHP utility on your personal PC, right? So when you install the XAMPP, you are able to turn on Apache, you are able to turn on MySQL database, and then you are also able to turn on PHP. So that is exactly that will be done in this lab. But already these utilities have been installed for us, but we just need to check if they are running. Okay, so we'll do the command sudo httpd and then v, like a flag v, that is version. Sorry, I didn't type the sudo command well, there was a typo in there, so I'll just go there and then correct it, right? And since I have the version returned, it means that it is installed. The next thing is to do service httpd and then status, okay, to check if the web server is running. But unfortunately it is not running, right? So we'll have to turn it on, but we'll do that later. So next we'll check the MySQL version. So the SQL version installed is version 14.4, right? And then it's for a Linux x86 64 version. Anyway, so we'll also check if the database itself is on, right? So we'll do service MySQLD and then status, and we'll see that that is also stopped, right? So there is a need to start it, and we'll now check the PHP version that we have. So we'll also do PHP -- version, okay, and it will also bring us the version that we have. So these are the utilities that has been installed. So now we need to start these services and also configure it in a way that it will automatically start after we do it. Maybe in the future we restart our EC2 instance, it will automatically start. So what we'll do is we'll do sudo, right, and then check config and httpd on. Okay, so sudo check config httpd on, right, and we'll do sudo service httpd status. sorry, we'll start it first. So start. So now it has started, and then we'll now do status to see if it is on. And awesome, you can see HTTPD is running. So we'll do the same for my SQL. So what I will do is I'll just press the up arrow to go to my previous entered command, and here is my SQLD. So it will check, and again my SQLD starts. It should be my SQLD rather. Okay, nice. So my SQLD has started. So we have a lot of commands that we have entered, so our screen is full. We can just type clear to clear our screen. It doesn't affect the command that we have entered before. It just clears the screen for us to have more room to enter more commands. So that is it. We have now started our HTTPD server, that is Apache server, and we have also started my SQL database server. I'll end this video and then we'll continue in the next video.